let's talk about healthy narcissism versus NPD, narcissistic personality disorder. So narcissism, and the word narcissist or narcissism has gained so much popularity lately. This is a hot topic because we're starting to see way more of it out there, and people are recognizing it more than they ever used to because of the level of abuse that goes along with people who are people who have NPD. But is there a thing called healthy narcissism? Well, according to Heinz Cahoots, yes, there is. And his theory on what healthy narcissism is versus unhealthy narcissism. So we are all on a spectrum, people. What shape our personalities is genetics and environment. So what is a personality disorder to begin with? It is a person who's developed personality traits that are imbalanced in what we consider neurotypical society. So it's a person who struggles with interpersonal relationships. It's how one perceives themselves and how they perceive other people. That is somebody who's developed unhealthy levels of personality traits that cause conflict with other people. They struggle to reside in society and have functional relationships with people. Okay, that's what defines a personality disorder. There's 3 types. There's cluster A, cluster B, and cluster C. I mostly talk about cluster B. They're the most difficult to treat. So, what is healthy narcissism according to Heinz Cahoots? It is self-esteem, self-love, self-acceptance, and self-pride. When somebody lacks healthy narcissism, they lack self-esteem, self-worth, self-pride, and self-confidence. And they have depression, and they feel worthless. Anybody that suffered narcissistic abuse will have been there. Lack of self-worth, big time, huge, 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 especially with emotional trauma in history. Now, we're now attaching the narcissism word to it, and narcissism is bad. No, it's what shapes humanity. We all have narcissism. We're on a spectrum. It's whether or not it's considered normal and healthy versus unhealthy and toxic. And what makes it unhealthy and toxic? It's when there's an imbalance in somebody's personality where they become the center of their own world and they exploit, manipulate, and hurt and abuse other people. They think they're better than everybody else due to their fragile ego and sense of self, and it is damaging to those around them in society, and they have no self-awareness about this. That's when narcissism becomes a problem and actually can be a full-blown personality disorder. So let's talk about some of the traits of healthy narcissism versus unhealthy narcissism. Stay tuned for part